Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks. Today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we in is Regulation D. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright y'all, we finally have it. So today we're finally showcasing my first Slither Wing team. And this one is a banger. So this team is pretty much built around Slither Wing and putting together, is what I feel like his niche is with this team. So this team is initially it's a Slither Wing team with a Sun Core built around it, right? And that's why it works so well together. So first off, we have our Slither Wing, which is going to be Ground Tera. So Slither Wing Ground Tera is really good on Slither Wing because fighting type coverage is really good in the format right now, as well as bug type coverage. And now one of the things that kind of walls you are things like Armor Rouge and other fire teams, and Slither Wing does good into those. So Sun teams or Armor Rouge and DD teams are the teams that you want to see with this Slither Wing. So idea behind the Slither Wing is with next to Tornadus, you can go for Sunny Day and Ground Tera with Earthquake, and now you're getting an attack boost in the sun, and you're getting your Earthquake Tera booster, right? And that's really good into things that feel like they can wall you, but specifically like Heatran and Armor Rouge, right? And now you can just one hit KO them with an Earthquake when they thought that they were able to, get off a Heat Wave or a Trick Room in front of you, and they, pretty much assumed that it was safe. And this team looks really fast, right? But it does have a Trick Room mode. So once you remove the threat of the Armor Rouge and Indeedee going for Trick Room, then you can kind of sweep with like your Lilligant and your Typhlosion or Flutter Mane in the back with alongside Tornadus and Slither Wing, which is a really fun combo in my opinion. The next Pokemon we have on this team is going to be Hisuian Typhlosion. This is also my first time featuring this Pokemon, and this Pokemon we're going to go with the Frisk ability because in closed team sheet on ladder, Frisk is a very valuable ability. I did feel like it was better than the fire ability that it get. I forget the name of it. It's what was the name of that ability? I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's it's the ability that fire starters get, their initial ability, that when they get down to it's pretty much like around 10% of their health or 20%, they get a attack boost on their stab. So this is gonna be Fire Tera with Eruption, Infernal Parade, Heat Wave, and Overheat. So this is pretty much very powerful, fast fire type moves. And I chose to go with Infernal Parade over Shadow Ball, even though Shadow Ball is stronger. If you're able to get a burn infliction with the Infernal Parade, then it is stronger, which is harder to get. But I thought it would combo nicely, next to some Pokemon like, going for Lilligant Sleep Powder and then go for the Infernal Parade after that to get the damage, because it doubles when they're status, right? So you can go for that play to get more damage on that if you bring Hisuian in the back and you just don't want to click your fire moves, right? But I really thought it was just, honestly, it was a cool animation, and we're really not clicking it that often because you really want to be going for those fire type moves. Eruption, is big damage. The more health you have, the more damage it does. Heat Wave in the event that you don't want to go for Eruption if you feel like you may take damage. And then Overheat is just a single target snipe to just snipe off something if you come in the back and that you've already taken damage, right? The next set is going to be a really interesting set. This is going to be Flutter Mane. So Flutter Mane actually has Water Tera, and it's very bulky with Rocky Helmet. So the idea behind this is that you can leave Flutter Mane and Tornadus. You can flex that you're going to go for a Tailwind plus Trick Room, and you can taunt or attack with your Tornadus or set up Sunny Day to give Flutter Mane a special attack boost. Tera Flutter Mane in the water, like in front of like a Urshifu or something like that, Water Urshifu, and survive the attack, or against the Iron Hands going for Heavy Slam, you can survive the attack and get up Trick Room. The idea behind getting up Trick Room is that you have Torkoal to sweep in the back, right? And Torkoal is really good on the Trick Room, and so you're not just stuck playing Torkoal alongside Lilligant and just setting up the sun for that, right? Now you actually have a Trick Room mode where you can go with Slither Wing, which Slither Wing has enough speed to outspeed everything on except Regieleki on Tailwind, but it also has enough speed to underspeed a lot of the format, right? So it can play on the Trick Room. It can play both of the modes. And this Flutter Mane is very bulky with a high special attack and a special attack nature, so that when the sun is up, you get that special attack boost because you're mostly going to be relying on speed from Tailwind or speed from underspeeding things with Trick Room up. Next is going to be Tornadus. This is also, you know, slightly different Tornadus set. So we don't have the Covert Cloak because it's on a Lilligant or a Focus Sash or a Mental Herb. So we're going to go with the Sitrus Berry. So Sitrus Berry helps you in the event that a lot of Pokemon never really fake out into Tornadus anyway, because they assume Ghost Tera or Covert Cloak, so that you can safely get up your Tailwind. And people don't like, in close team sheet, people do not like to waste their taunts, right? Or they don't like to waste, you know, their fake outs on a turn doing nothing because Tornadus gets surrounded. So you can use that to your advantage and just, you know, have a bulkier Tornadus, especially with Water Tera. You're taking a lot of hits and you have some special attack investment, so you're not just sitting on the field hitting things with a wet noodle, right? So this Tornadus can actually deal some damage, and it's really bulky and good at setting up Sunny Day. And I did make it really slow with no speed investment, so that you can underspeed other Tornadus going for the Rain Dance in front of you, so you can get your Sunny Day up, you know, after they get their Rain Dance up. As well as, you know, you're decently slow under Trick Room, right? Which is, like I said, the Trick Room mode is pretty much Flutter Mane, Tornadus, Torkoal, and Slither Wing. So now you're underspeeding a lot of Pokemon that usually feel like Tornadus should outspeed them, and you're getting off, you know, decently powerful Bleak Wind Storms. The next set's going to be Lilligant. This Lilligant set's pretty standard. The only difference is it doesn't have Protect or Ghost Tera with Focus Sash, which is the most common Lilligant set. This set is that you can ignore Fake Out, so you don't have to Tera, but you do have Tera into fighting, so that you can, you know, pick up a lot of one-hit KOs that people don't expect Lilligant to be able to pick up with close combat. And you have Solar Blade instead of Leaf Blade for just a little bit more damage. And this team is relatively always going to be in the sun, and you have a lot of ways to set up the sun, so you're able to, you know, take advantage of Solar Blade easier. And you have Sleep Powder After You, which is pretty standard on Lilligant teams when they play alongside Torkoal. Next is going to be Torkoal. This is also pretty standard. It's going to be Fire Tera with Eruption, Heat Wave, Earth Power, and Charcoal. This set has been good since, you know, even I started playing Sword and Shield in 2020. Torkoal and Trick Room with Charcoal and Eruption with this set has always been consistent, always been good. And if you're able to get Trick Room up, this Torkoal is min speed with 0 speed IVs. So you will pretty much outspeed everything that doesn't have their speed reduced to 0, so you can get those powerful eruptions off. But that's going to be it for this team. Like I said, the basis of it, you know, you have fast eruption, Typhlosion, and slow eruption with Torkoal. And Slither Wing really shines on this team, which you will see in some of the videos today. But, you know, if Slither Wing is one of your favorite Pokemon, go ahead and leave a like, because we're testing out, we're bringing out all the guns that we have, since Regulation D is coming into an end soon and Regulation E has been announced. And I'm not sure if Slither Wing is going to have a niche in that format. So, you know, I just wanted to kind of get some games in with it and finally use it, because it is a cool Pokemon. It's just, it doesn't have the best coverage, even though it does have a lot of different moves. It's hard to fit some of those moves onto its move slot, right? And, you know, it also gets Flare Blitz, which I felt like was good coverage for it. But then I realized that this team has a lot of fire type attacks already. And also, this team did not have a good matchup into Heatran and Armarouge, right? So I kind of wanted to give, you know, Slither Wing a niche to beat those, because those Pokemon usually want to come out against this team. But that's going to be it for this breakdown. Let's get into these battles. Alright, so we have Torkoal Mirror. Against Armarouge, indeed, I like to lead this. Tornadus, Torkoal, Flutter. I think that'll do it. I think Typhlosion and Hisuian Lilligant a little bit too fast for this team. He does have Urshifu, but I think it might be Dark, because he's using like a Sun team. I just don't think Urshifu Water fits good with his team. And then Annihilate is definitely probably fighting a Gambit, but we have Focus Sash on our Slither Wing. So if he goes for that plus Trick Room with Armarouge, I'll be able to take it out with an Earthquake. He also could be U-turn and weak armor. I'll just Sunny Day. I don't need the Tera here. Oh, he's weak armor, of course. We have Tailwind though. Oh, he's gonna be really fast. But he didn't break my sash. So this is cool, because I mean, he can go for Expanding Force, but I'm just going to KO him. This strategy is so annoying and cheesy. I swear it is. As long as we don't KO his Urshifu here with Earthquake. I think the only issue is if he goes for extreme Aqua Jet to break my sash. Other than that, I think we're good. Just go for another Earthquake and Tera. I mean, this is cute and all, but unless you're flying. Okay. So we still KO his Armor Rouge. We do lose Tornadus, but we get Tailwind up and a free switch in. And it's funny because it was Water Urshifu, but it's to activate the Armor Rouge. So I took his Armor Rouge and his Tera, and 25% on both Urshifu and Indeedee at the cost of my Slither Wing's health and my Tornadus. But I did get Sun and Tailwind. And I can heal back from hitting Indeedee. And he can't Aqua Jet me. My Flutter Mane's in the sun. Doesn't it just KO Indeedee? I'm gonna close combat him just in case. One blast here. Indeedee did survive. I think that might have been a misplay. Because I could have just went Moonblast into Urshifu and then he's gonna get tripped on that. Okay, but I still have my Water Tera on. So I'm just gonna reverse trickle. Yeah, that was a misplay on my part. I should have Moonblasted Urshifu and Leech Seeded Indeedee. Leech Life. I'm just gonna protect here. Tera trickling back. Yeah, this is interesting. Alright, we should be able to survive this. I'm a Bulky Flutter Mane. Right. We should be able to survive this. I'm resisted And I'm bulky. Woo! Close call, close call. We're not letting you get that back up again. So Leech Life and DD, and then DD should follow me here, so I should go for close combat. Moonblast and DD again. He keeps not going for follow me, man. Cause I could have went Shadow Ball. Yeah, cause Heat Wave can double KO here. This is Eruption. We should survive that. We might be Choice Specs. Yeah, it might be Choice Specs. It's probably why that still did so much to Flutter Mane. Now we bring out our Torkoal. If he's locked in the Eruption, then we always win, right? So he should just scoot here. He should scoot here. Nice. Alright, so Slither Wing comes through. The Focus Sash was clutch. I think I would have won that game instantly had I just went Leech Life and Ndidi plus Moonblast and Urshifu. There's no way he would have came back from that. But I kept reading him going for the follow me, and because Slither Wing underspeeds Flutter Mane, it would get redirected into Ndidi. Alright. Another Armor routine. Okay. I think we just do the same thing, right? Now I think this one is a true Trick Room Armor. I don't think there's no games with this one. Special defense. So this is definitely triple. So if I get this right, and he doesn't have wide guard, I'll be in a really good spot. He shouldn't expect like a ground earthquake. He really shouldn't expect this. Nice. So as long as he's not Focus Sash, we get the KO here. And we do maybe about 60% to Ndidi. Let's go, Slither Wing. Nice, he's not Focus Sash. We did just about what I thought to Ndidi. And that's how we stopped the Trick Room setup. And I brought my Torkoal just in case. Alright, where's your Draco? So let's go for Tailwind and just go for another Earthquake, right? You can't get it up with Ndidi unless Ndidi's Grass Tera. Yep. This should KO Ndidi, so there's no Trick Room. And even if he goes for Draco Meteor into Slither Wing, we survive because of Sash. There's a Dragon Meteor. Alright, not much damage. Let's go Slither Wing. Alright, it's Torkoal. So yeah, we just cleaned through his team with Earthquake pretty much. We just click Bleak Wing and Earthquake again. That should be game. Let's go. 2 Armaroos down, and it's literally because my team is weak to like Flash Fire, Heatran, and Armaroos was the entire reason why Slither Wing with Ground Tera works on this team, right? And the thing about Slither Wing is Heatran likes to tear in the grass because you're fighting, right? To try to get away from the super effective weakness from close combat. But then if it goes in the grass, you can just hit it with Leech Life, right? So Slither Wing is like a really good counter into that. It's a Heatran that has Grass Tera. Now Fairy Tera is something different. Alright, for our next match, Rock Ogerpon plus Grimmsnarl. I feel like we played this person. We did play this person. Use Tera Fire. Dondozo. So I want a close combat here. I'm pretty sure I played this person when I was practicing. And they were Tera Fire Dondozo. So it's just Thunder Wave. What? I think I want to put the Grimmsnarl to sleep. Trickle. Zavi Cudgel is rock, right? That shouldn't one-shot Flutter Mane. And the reason I didn't switch out there is because he could go for a Spirit Break. I'm not sure why he teared that. Oh yeah, that's probably game. This Thunder Wave just does nothing but help me out. Okay, so we don't put him to sleep. There's Trick Room. Let's combat you. Shadow Ball you. Why's he going for so many Thunder Waves? Is that his only play with Grimmstorm? Like, you're under Trick Room and you're trying to Thunder Wave. I guess he's just hoping for 4 paras. So that's a double KO here. He Tera it, so now Dondozo can't Tera it. Because last time I Tera it into fire, right? For Sleep Powder, switching Torkoal. We're in a really good spot though. It's still not over though, because Dondozo is bulky, but I think we have the tools to break it. Yeah, we do hit Sleep Powder, which is perfect. So we get Torkoal in for the free ski. He's pretty much just gonna click Earthquake, so I just want to get as much damage off possible with my fire type attacks. There's Eruption. Last time he woke up after 1 turn, so see can we get him to fall asleep a little longer. Oh, I thought it missed for a second. I'm still getting used to that animation. Solar Blade, Super Effective, Humming System. Nice. So another one to KO. He wakes up again. Now, Dozo does not like to stay asleep. I mean, that did a lot to you. Not Earth Power KO'd you. And Flutter Mane beats his, even if we get full para here, my Flutter Mane beats his Tatsugiri. And we don't get full para. Nice. Right, so we win the rematch because we didn't leave a single Pokemon. Oh, he's focused up. Okay. Is it just Muddy Water here? Nice. And we get our revenge. Let's get into the next one. Alright, we have Tornadus. So he has Sunny Day for sure, plus Ogerpon, Regidrath, Urshifu, Chimpow and Iron Hand. So I should bring Torkoal. He doesn't really have anything to deal with Typhlosion, right? I can bring Torkoal, Slither Wing in the back. Or Torkoal, Flutter Mane. Yeah, I think that's good. Sunny Day Eruption. So this is gonna be whoever's Tornadus is slower, right? He could go Tailwind Surging Strikes though. He's at an advantage because he hits me for super effective. I might have shut away Heat Wave. And he's Choice Scarf. So he just outspeeds me. I should have went Heat Wave. That's a good play by my opponent. Let's see when up the Tornadus. That's crazy. Yeah, I shouldn't have Tera there. Go for Sunny Day, because I know he has Rain Dancer. Yeah, him being Scarf Urshifu hurt too. I think my safe play was. What was my safe play? I should have Trickle him there. Why didn't I Trickle him? Yeah, Trick Room is better so I can get Torkoal out. Yeah, it depends on what Frig I push for. That's a good play. Yeah, I should have Trick Room last turn. Alright, so he has Ogerpon, Monkey Dory, King Gambit, Rillaboom, Landorus, and Flutter Mane. So he does have Trick Room with Flutter Mane potentially. And I think that his King Gambit could benefit from that. But he has, I mean, his only real resistance is a Tera. And if he Terras Ogerpon, he can't Tera anything else, right? I think I want to go Torkoal Lilligant. I like how good Slither Wing is. Yeah, Slither Wing hits everything for super effective except Landorus and Flutter Mane, right? And then I'll go with my Flutter Mane. Yeah, Torkoal Lilligant looks strong here. Does Monkey Dory get access to Trick Room? I actually don't know. It's a psychic type, so it should get access to Trick Room. It doesn't get access to Trick Room. Interesting. He does have Fake Out though. So I'll sleep the King Gambit and protect. I gotta remember that Monkey Dory gets Fake Out though. Fairy Tera is cute though, it's not gonna help you. If I get this sleep power off. It's just Sucker Punch. And that's perfect because that means he goes to sleep after it. A psychic type move can kill a Lilligant here though. Or he just doubled into Torkoal. Right. So he's not even going for Fake Out with the Bird Monkey. So now we just after you. Tera, Eruption.
I mean, he's switching to Ogerpon. He already Tera it, so it's not going to take this well. He has nothing to resist this. I think Torkoal just kind of cleans him. Yeah, he went for another sucker punch. But... let's see if he's Assault Vest. That's the only way he'll survive. Monkey Door should be out of here. There's Focus Sash. So Focus Sash and Assault Vest keeps him alive. Ooh. This just got, I didn't know it, that did a lot. That's only going to here would be beautiful. I'm going to trickle in here a Heat Wave. Stays asleep. I think it's doing a lot of damage. Actually, was Trick on the play here? Because what do you have, Ogerpon in the back? He has his own Flutter Mane, which is perfect because mine's gonna underspeed. Yep, so I think this was right because if he's Choice Scarf and he's Photosynthesis Speed, then this was definitely the right play. Yep, speed, perfect. I think Flutter Mane protects her, so I'll go after Landorus. And the Landorus protects. Oh man. How would you not protect Flutter Mane though? That's crazy. That shouldn't kill you. Okay. It's kind of crazy though. Him having protect on Landorus is insane. He gets a double protect. We gotta hit Heat Wave here. Okay, we hit Heat Wave. Okay. So since he's not Choice Scarf, I actually think he underspeeds my Flutter Mane. Two turns of tricking left. I'm gonna switch in Slither Wing. Because Landorus hits 308, and if he's not Choice Scarf, he has Protect. That means he's bulky, so he definitely should underspeed me. I thought he might be Choice Scarf though, but a burn here was completely sealed again. That's not doing much damage, bro. I'll just go for close combat. I'm trying to get rid of you. And he cancels. Nice. Let's go. Slither Wing with the switch in win. I think Trick Room won me the game there. It's crazy as, like, you should always protect Flutter Mane there because I can just one-hit KO you with a Shadow Ball. But I guess his only way to stay in the game is to make a crazy play like that. But that was a fun match. Let's get into one final match. Alright. Ooh. I haven't seen this Pokemon since like Regulation B. Alright, so this Earned Treads, Earned Hands. Thunderous definitely has electric terrain. It's kind of weird with Rillaboom though. And it probably has Rain Dance to support the Basculegion in the water extra. So that Tornadus really helps two different modes, right? And I guess Rillaboom's help deal with water types. Very interesting. So how do I want to go about this? We know he has rain. I kind of want to stop his rain. Actually, I think Slither Wing can do work here. But I mean, Torkoal. I think if I can get like a late trick room up, that'll be really beneficial for me. My opponent has a weird team though. It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can still win. See, this is kind of what I was expecting. But I mean, if you go electric terrain, you already got booster energy. I think I'm just gonna taunt Thunderous. Earthquake. I have no real way to remove Thunderous easily, but I can just focus down the slot next to Thunderous and try to get a Trick Room up when my Tornadus goes down. He's not tearing, because he would have already terrored before me. So are you protecting? I think it's weird that he has electric terrain. I know he has it, but he just has booster energy speed. There's Thunder Wave. Well, that's not gonna help. Are you mental hurt? That doesn't even do 50%. It's funny we're both using, you know, very rare paradox cards. I kind of want Torkoal to sweep him, right? Go for Bulky. Close combat. This is kind of what I was looking for. Oh wait, is it? He did a lot to Thunders. Wait, I can't easily get Trick Room up here. Oh, because he has Iron Head. Why don't I just go for Tailwind and Earthquake last turn? Yeah, I kind of misplayed that. I don't know why I went for that play. I could have ignored it. I told myself I was going to target down the Iron Treads, but I ignored it. Hopefully he targets down Flutter Mane. Okay. So hopefully he brings something in that can't hit Flutter Mane, right? He had to target down Flutter Mane. That's the thing though, sometimes when you can't get Trick Room up immediately, like Tornadus plus Torkoal is kind of like, they don't go well together. There's Dark Urshifu. There's no way I'm getting Trick Room up here, so let's just close combat. Try to remove this, hope it's not Sash. He's probably gonna Thunder Wave this slot and then try to Wicked Blow it. Shoot Tera into. Oh, he's poison. That play makes sense. I literally could have got Trick Room up there. Yeah, I could have got Trick Room up there. Yeah, that play is on me. I could have got Trick Room up there. If I do lose this, it's on me because I mean my opponents be playing so weird sometimes, man. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't focus down and Flutter Mane. And I didn't notice that his taunt didn't go off either. Torkoal survives. Oh, we miss Heat Wave. should have Rain Dance here, right? And that just should just be game. Oh, he's selling because if I get a crit here, I think I win. Oh, he's faster than me. Oh, he went after Torkoal though. Do I get a crit here? Nope. Well, that's gonna be game. Well played, well played. I misplayed there, but I don't mind losing the Iron Treads. Yeah, I knew exactly what his team did. The turn that I should have... Yeah, I could have just went for Trick Room there, but I felt like he should have played in a way to prevent my Flutter Mane from attacking, but I didn't notice that the taunt didn't work. I thought he was going to go for Thunder Wave Wicked Blow. But he Tera'd, but he didn't even target the Flutter Mane slot. So if I would have just went for Trick Room, he could have still Eerie Impulsed everything, right? But he can only select one slot, so... But that's going to be it for this team. Let's get into a little midway review. Alright. So after a couple matches with this team is very hard to use. It takes a lot of practice to get it right. And, you know, we didn't really be able to enable Typhlosion. The Slither Wing, I can see why a lot of people don't use it. It just doesn't have the best coverage. While on this team, it is, you know, we did make it work. We did get a couple wins with it. But overall, it's still not the most optimal, right? Like, in the end, I ended up losing to Iron Treads. Because I couldn't one-shot it with an Earthquake. But, you know, that's just... I could have if I... And that was a Tera Earthquake, right? I could have one-shot if I had the sun up. But, you know, that's a case-to-case situation. I do think the Lilligant Torkoal part of this team is strong with Flutter Mane. I don't think that, you know, the Slither Wing and the Typhlosion do those full justice at the bottom. And the Typhlosion, like, it's just very weak to Sucker Punch. Any priority. Like, it's just so frail. But, you know, it is fun to give it a chance to try. If you do want to try this team, just know that it is very hyper offense. But, you know, you do have fast eruption and slow eruption. But it just depends on how you want to play it, right? So, that's going to be it for this team. There is a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepaste down in the description below. And let me know if you guys like Slither Wing, if you were able to build a successful team around Slither Wing. I gave it a shot, and I hope that that was good enough for you to get you a like on this video or to get you a subscribe, because I do try to, you know, build, you know, fun teams, but I do try to do my best to make sure they're viable. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.